What is up, guys? It's your Grandpa of the Grace here, and we're back again with another review video. Today we're going to review one of the most underdog, underrated, underappreciated, and rarest take-and-play items of all time, Alfie. Now this guy, oh boy, I'm rarely as happy as I was when I saw this guy up on Vinted randomly and just getting him straight on because man, this guy is rare. Wow. This was the first and last time I ever saw this guy up for sale anywhere, actually. I really rarely saw him on eBay, never in new in-box condition, sometimes out of the box for horrific prices. I did see him sometimes, but man, having this guy it's another level. Like, I don't know any other diecast users who own this guy currently. Like, it's phenomenal. It's actually marvelous to own this guy, and it's even better than I actually initially thought. So yeah, this is going to be my main Alfie. Of course, this is the most recent diecast Alfie there was ever been. He never was released in 2013 nor 15 nor Adventures nor Push Along, blah blah blah, you get it. He is actually the only one from the returned pack members who did not get a recent diecast release or newer diecast release by the time he was returned. Of course, we saw Jack in the 2013, the 2014 Taken Plays, and the Adventures line, also in the Push Along line without that number 11. That's an awful Jack, by the way. We saw 2015 Taken Play Max and Monty, and also Adventures, and we saw Take and Play and Adventures Oliver. The only difference is the date stamp on them, basically, and the back packaging, because they were a 4-pack exclusive all the time, but they still got a release, but poor Alfie was left out of the pack, literally. So yeah, you can see his license dates back to 2009 because he was actually released in 2010, like the first launch year of Take and Play. Actually before Jack, because Jack got released, that awful version of Jack, you know, which is still the classic Jack, but it's a bit more, yeah, weirder face and less details compared to the Take Along one. Like, the only positive of that was like the hollow bucket, so he was actually able to dig, but that's it. And yeah, that got released a year later compared to this guy. But this guy is actually phenomenal, and we're going to compare him to the Take Along Alfie in a minute. We're just going to do a quick check over here. First off, the face is marvelous. It's very similar to the one that we got with the Trackmaster Alfie. He has his freckles, accurate everything. I love it. Finally, he doesn't have that prominent big piece of tooth in his mouth. I mean, it's still there because it's accurate, but it was really exaggerated with the Take Along version. Painted hydraulics, yeah. I mean, it's completely vanished from mine for some reason, but you can still see some residue here at the narrower part. Hollow bucket, finally, hollow bucket that's actually useful. I mean, yeah, I'm not going to functionally dig dirt with this guy. At least not in the near future. Maybe if I make another outdoor special with these guys, he's gonna do that. But every time I use the Take Along Alfie in my videos, he was never really able to dig, just a little bit, because yeah, his bucket had that big ass magnet in it. Okay, got the number 12 everywhere. It's nice. Actually, his rotation is much more smoother, and it actually locks in at the front, because you can see there's a little screw or the little bump that this place here, that little plastic piece locks into, so he's actually always straight. We have this little part that's cut out in a half circle, so the hydraulics don't, you know, stop him from going full down if you want to dig with it. So the range of motion on his bucket or arm is much better now. What else can I say about this guy? Yeah, well, let's get on to the comparison. I still have my Take Along Alfie. I wanted to keep him until I make this video. Now he will be up for sale. So yeah, you can see that the arm is flimsier on this guy, and it's much more prone to be loose. So fortunately, mine isn't. Like, you can still hear the gears, you know, crackling on there, or rattling on there. It still works. Hydraulics are painted on this one as well. so that's a plus. We have hollow windows, which is, I guess, a plus to the take-along one. These are filled out because these are this like one part with the metal piece. The number 12, I'm not sure which one's more accurate because this one is like split in three thirds, and like the 12. Here it's one big 12, like it's connected everywhere. Here it's cut at the top and at the bottom there. So it's in 3/3 basically. Yeah, the face is much better on the take and play one. You can see it even works with CGI, even though by then he wasn't gonna return for the next 5 years. The green is a little bit more vibrant on the take along one, but yeah, well, the biggest plus for the take and play is the hollow bucket, but I already mentioned that. Also, let's see the range. Yeah, the take and play goes down a little bit more. Yeah, well, the platform that he's sitting on, like the green part, like the body itself, is much thicker on the take and play than on the take along, but the range of motion is still very much helped out by this little perforation or cutout. Yeah, the other details aren't painted. I painted these on myself. Well, maybe these chains that maybe are supposed to like fix him on the ground or something, or for example, if Byron wants to pull him out on the mud, you can put a rope there. But yeah, of course, obviously he towed him out by, him latching onto his bulldozer. So yeah, that wasn't really used, but yeah, just a fun little thing. Like differences on the chassis, like this part here, the front is the same. The take and place chassis is a little bit taller. Like the overall Alfie model is taller on the take and play one. The take and play's wheels are narrower, you can see, like the axles. The axles are much more narrower here. The take and play one doesn't have the green decal in the middle of the wheel. I'm not even sure that's accurate or not. Yeah, I put Alfie picture up already in there, so you can see. The take and play's arm closes in more at the top here. You can see he closes in much more than this guy, which is nicer. Actually, I like that. Well, yeah, the biggest pluses for the take and play are the face and the bucket. The others are just nitpicks, basically. This is the magnet version of Alfie, but that's a plus for the take along that there are versions without the magnets, like the later versions. This one was always with a magnet, so yeah, that's a negative about this guy. But again, the positives rule out the negatives big time in this with this guy, so I like that. The roof is actually molded so that it's not leveled with the body. Here it's leveled. I'm not even sure what this gray line is supposed to depict here, but maybe the roof like this is 3D now here, so that's a plus. These pipes and handrails are the same, perhaps here. I'm not even sure. Oh, I think I painted that in. I'm not sure why, but here with the door hinge, it's not painted on the take and play, but I don't think it's painted on the take along either. I just did that myself 5 years ago. Front lights, same here. Well, maybe here it's molded in, like this has a little mold that it goes into, like the white part here is just snapped onto a place that's not even carved out. It's just there. Yeah, I'm not sure what this is supposed to be. This might be just the molding, like where it was torn apart in the factory. That's clean here. I'm not sure. And yeah, these chains are not detailed on the take and play either. Here it's detailed. And I don't mean by painting. I painted those myself. It's just that it's more detailed, so to say. Like these just look like circles from molding, but these are actually, molded on there, right? Yeah. These boxes on the sides. Yeah. This place is a little bit poking out on the take and play version, but take along version is flat. Yeah. Chassis, you can see here. The take and play one is held together by 3 screws. This was just 1. Yeah, that's pretty much it for these guys, but I really love this guy. Like, he's so fucking rare. I can't imagine, like, not even the wiki has a picture of this guy, only in the box, like, or at least the normal Thomas wiki. The Thomas Pushalong wiki does, but the normal Thomas wiki doesn't. Like, the take and place prototype was normally just take alongs in 2010, And Alfie was of course one of them, and they just used the take and play prototype take along Alfie for his picture and not this one actually. So yeah, that's a big negative for the Thomas wiki, because they don't know that this gem exists or at least how it looks. So yeah, this is a proper in-depth review of the take and play Alfie, and it's a actual comparison between the take along and take and play Alfies. I'm really happy again to have this guy. So yeah, I like this guy was one of them that I genuinely thought I will never have, and it just popped up on my vintage. So basically, yeah, that's how fate can shift from one way to the other in seconds. So yeah, that's a plus. I love this guy. Like, yeah, I'm so excited to use him in some video of mine, which I'm going to think of. But yeah, he's definitely going to be in my main collection. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Here we have take along and take and play Alfie. Again, from the table. Comment, like, and subscribe. Tell me which one you like more. It's going to be the take and play one. So yeah, this was your Grandpa with the Grace, signing out. Peace.